So we're going to talk about pre-flight safety checks. Before every flight, a few checks must be completed. These steps reduce the risk of sudden shutdowns, unstable movement and loss of control. Skipping pre-flight checks is one of the most common reasons for beginners experience problems. The actions below should be followed every time, even for short flights. Checking the battery levels and storage availability. Begin with the drone powered off and place on a flat surface. Make sure the battery is fully inserted and locked in position before checking the power levels. Power on the drone and allow it to complete its startup process. Once the system finishes loading, check the battery indicator using the goggles or connected app, looking for a clear battery level display rather than guessing by light colour alone. If the battery level is low, power the drone off and replace it with a charged battery. Do not attempt flight with a partially charged battery unless the flight will be extremely short and controlled. Battery levels drop during the takeoff and climbing. Next, check the controller and the goggles battery levels. These devices must have sufficient charge. A drone with full power cannot be controlled safely if the controller or the goggles lose power in mid-flight. If any device shows a low battery warning, recharge it before flying. After confirming the power levels, check the storage availability. Look for storage indicator in the live camera view or the system status. This may appear remaining space as a percentage bar or warning icon. If storage is nearly full, delete old files and transfer them before flying. When storage fills during the flight, recording may stop without notice. Confirm the recording can be started and stopped normally. Tap and press the record control briefly and watch for the storage available and the functioning. Never begin a flight if the storage warnings are present. Even if you do not plan to record, some systems will require available storage during normal operation. Now, something what I do for the batteries that go in the drone, I have little stickers with numbers on. Try doing the same. So you're not using the same battery all the time to try and give them, because I bought a kit where I had 3. So I'm trying to spread the workload out between the 3 batteries. That's what I'm trying to say. Reviewing the status lights and alerts. Before lifting off, review all visible status indicators. Observe the lights on the drone body. Look for stable illumination rather than fast blinking or alternative colours. Rapid flashing often indicates incomplete startup or connection issues. Check the controller and the goggles for warning messages or alert icons. These may appear briefly during the startup. Wait until the alert's clear before proceeding. If an alert remains on the screen, read it carefully. Do not assume it will disappear after takeoff. Pay attention to the connection indicators. Confirm that the drone controller and goggles are fully connected. A stable live camera view is one of the clearest signs of a heavy connection. If the camera feed freezes, lags heavily, or disappears, do not attempt takeoff. Power down all devices and restart in the correct order. Listen for the audible tones. Repeated warning sounds usually indicate an issue that must be addressed before flight. Do not ignore alerts relative to the battery, temperature or signal strength. Once all lights appear stable and no warnings remain, proceed to the next step. Choosing a safe flight area. Select the flight area before turning on the motors. Choose an open space with clear radius in all directions. The area should allow the drone to move forward, backwards and sideways without any obstacles. Avoid flying near buildings, trees or poles, vehicle fences or overhead wires. Even within wires are difficult to see from a camera view. Check the ground surface. Flat is preferred. Avoid loose gravel, sand, tall grass that could be pulled up into the propellers on takeoff. Avoid crowded locations. Keep people and animals well away from the takeoff area. Do not fly indoors unless the space is large and unobstructed. Indoor flight reduces position and stability and increases collision risk. Check wind conditions. If you feel strong wind at the chest height, conditions are likely unsafe for to begin the flight. Gusts near the ground can destabilize a drone during takeoff and landing. Avoid flying in the rain, fog or mist. Moisture can damage electronic components and reduce camera visibility. Ensure sufficient lighting and low light environments make it harder to judge height and orientation. Once a suitable area is chosen, place the drone on the ground facing away from you. This makes initial directional control easier. Ensuring propellers and drones. What you've got to ensure is the next part's important. Ensuring propellers and drone body are clear. Before takeoff, perform physical inspection. Walk around the drone slowly and examine each propeller. Look for cracks, bends, chips or loose mountings. Propellers must spin freely without resistance. Generally rotate each propeller by hand. It should move slowly and smoothly without grinding or stiffness. If a propeller appears damaged, do not fly. Replace it before use. Check that no hair, threads or debris are wrapped up around the motor shafts. Inspect the arms and hinges. Make sure they are fully extended and locked if applicable. Check the camera area. Remove fingerprints, dust or smudges from the lenses using a clean microfiber cloth. Confirm that no stickers, covers or packaging materials remain on the drone. Ensure that the battery is seated firmly. Press gently to confirm it does not shift or loosen. Verify ventilation openings are unobstructed. Never power on the motors while holding the drone in your hand during inspection. Preparing for first takeoff. Once all checks are completed, position the drone in the takeoff area. Place it on a level surface with sufficient clearance above and around it. The front of the drone should face away from you. Place the goggles and adjust the fit. Tighten the straps so they feel secure but not uncomfortable. Confirm that the display is clear and centered. Hold the grip motion controller correctly. Maintain a relaxed grip but firm grip. Avoid resting fingers on the buttons unintentionally. Confirm once more that the live camera feed is stable. Check the area remains clear of people or movement. Keep the stand steady. Stand still during takeoff to avoid sudden control input. Start the motors using the designated control action. Watch the drone as the propellers begin to spin. Allow the motors to stabilize for a moment before lifting off. Gently initiate takeoff. Raise the drone slowly until it reaches a stable hover, a short distance above the ground. Do not climb rapidly. Hold and hover and observe the behavior. If the drone drifts or vibrates, land immediately and recheck the area and propellers. Once the drone holds position steadily and pre-flight processes is complete, the basic flight can begin. Performing these checks constantly builds safe habits and prevents most beginner flight issues. Each flight should start only after every step has been completed without shortcuts.